Saturday, May 8th on Accelerated Radio Network. This is Black Gold.
You are black gold, black gold. You are black gold.
Welcome once again to Black Gold, the show where every week we celebrate all the great music and music makers who are part of, inspired by, and derived from the canon of great black music. Become a full or partial show sponsor of Black Gold on Accelerated Radio and let us carry your brand to a mature listening audience of Gen Xers and Millennials with discriminating tastes and cultural pride and an active desire to support and lift the black community. Find out on acceleratedradio.net how your sponsorship of our shows go to support the Accelerated Radio Academy, where the next generation of great radio producers and podcasters are being born. So to become a sponsor of Black Gold or to become a community partner, reach out to us online at radioblackgold.com/sponsors and by email at radioblackgold@gmail.com. Become part of the show that celebrates all that is golden and all that is black. Happy Saturday, everyone. We missed you last week. I'm Tariq King. All is well and getting better here at Black Gold. Hope we can say the same for you. All right, y'all. So it's Mother's Day weekend, right? And Black Gold, like I said, is back live to share all the great songs for Mama. All the songs, some that you know, and hopefully a few that you don't. So if you want to call us with a song dedicated to your mama, or if you want us to spin a song about just a mama, somebody's mama that you know, or just a song with the word mama in it, right? It's Mother's Day weekend. We got the Black Music Mama songs for you. We want to hear from you. And we're going to wrap up the show with a salute, a birthday salute to the singular, the one and only one of my most favorite voices in the world, Oleta Adams. But it's Mother's Day weekend and we want to hear from you on Black Gold. Let's have some fun. Come on.
You are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. You are black gold, black gold. You are black gold.
You always sound so pretty. I missed that sound last week. Thank you, Esperanza. Oh, thank you, Esperanza. Wherever you are. Come on, let's swing this.
Stride for you to
Mama used to say, there's so many mama songs, right? There's so many mama songs. Brother Rashid, do you know the name of the artist? You know that song, right? Yeah, don't look. What do you know the name of that artist? It's one of those songs you sort of know, but who the hell's that, right?
Right.
Brother named Junior. He just calls himself Junior. Junior Giscombe. Norman Washington Giscombe Jr. From London, one of the first British R&B artists to be successful in the U.S. Mama used to say 1982. There's all kinds of chart stuff on that. It did really, really well. Very, very well. Top. Let's see. U.S. Billboard actually top 30 on the top 100. Number 2 on Hot Soul Singles. So we enjoyed that one. All right, there you go. Welcome to Black Gold. It is Mother's Day weekend, and I missed you last week. How you doing, Rashid? What's going on? How you living? How you live? How your mom? How your family doing? How your mom doing?
Yeah, everything. Everything is going good so far. It's just been a quiet week. Got my first shot of the COVID-19 vaccine.
Nice. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Currently not feeling any side effect besides from a semi-sore arm, but that's the only one I touch it.
Right. When you getting the second one?
June 4th.
Okay. Gotcha. That's the one that they say that you're supposed to have to watch out for.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right, cool. Getting there, brother. Getting past this thing. Hope everybody else out there has got an opportunity to do that, because I have spoken to a couple people in this last week who are a little bit like, what you call vaccine skeptical or something like that. That's what they call it. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going to get it. And I just hope just going ahead and get it. I got the one shot. I didn't get the two, so.
Okay, so you got the Johnson & Johnson.
Knocked it right. Yeah, before there was a problem. You know what I mean? So,
but if you look at it from a statistical standpoint, only a real few, like
actually
had the blood clots. Yes, that is a serious problem.
Mm-hmm.
But compared to the millions that actually have gotten the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine shot, there was only like maybe.
Last I heard, it was less than 100. That's the last I heard. Yeah. I don't know if that's been updated.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. In fact, it's barely a handful of people that actually, if I can, had that type of side effect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I didn't have it, and I didn't have to worry about it. So I think that, and there's a certain profile of people, like women of a certain age, demographic, etc. If you're outside that, you don't have to worry about that. And the vaccine skeptic I was talking to was not in that demographic. So go figure. But anyway, I'm glad to be back. Thank you to everybody, I always say, who's listening on the Accelerated Radio app, and make sure you show us your love on the Accelerated app by hitting that heart. Also, make sure you find us on YouTube. We are currently live. We're going to play some Mother's Day. They might kick us off, so have the app and have YouTube, but do go to YouTube, because I'm looking at this video feed and I look phenomenal. Okay, so find us on YouTube, search for Black Gold Radio on YouTube, but as always, the best way to keep up with us is to text the phrase. Now it doesn't have to be the single combined word. We have this new number, and you have to text the words Black Gold. You can really text anything you want, but you text the words Black Gold, you'll make sure you go in the Black Gold community to our community number, and the number is, I'm going to say it really slowly, 917 let's start again, 917-809-7145. 917-809-7145. That is to text us. See, now here's the thing, Rashid. I think it's going to confuse people, because we got two numbers now. We got the text number, and then we got the studio number, right? So you text us and you know how to connect with us. But if you want to talk to us, well, then you got to call another number, and we'll tell you that after the first song. But in any event, I have to mention this one thing. Is there anything that Twitter's tweeting about that I can't be bothered with? I missed everything this week. There's one thing that I have to bring up as far as like topics, because people have been calling me, you're going to talk about this, you're going to talk. So but you got anything else? What's on your mind? Don't bring up nothing crazy.
No,
just watch it, okay? I heard y'all on I Am Spotlight. Y'all was getting kind of loose now. You know what I mean? So it was a good show, by the way.
Okay, so I think the only thing that would probably be flag worthy.
Bring up nothing crazy. I don't want no ready because of you.
No. It was the altercation between Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather, where Jake Paul got into a verbal confrontation and then took Floyd Mayweather's hat off his head and then ran with it, and then that got Floyd Mayweather heated to the point where it's like, I'ma kill him.
Oh, really? Are they
I'ma
supposed
kill-
to? They supposed to fight or something, right?
No, it's in fact it's supposed to be Mayweather and Logan Paul. They'll be fighting June 6th.
Nah, okay. All right. It was his brother or something. These are YouTube people, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the hotness, huh?
Yep, that's the Paul brothers. Talking about Paul brothers, they are YouTubers that are coming into our world. They're-
Slow news week. Hey, listen, anybody got something else? Call. 'Cause I'm
Again,
gonna tell you
there's
something.
more depressing news. But
I don't
I'm
want nothing depressing. I want something interesting.
That's why I'm trying to, push away from that because there's too much crap going on in the world. So it's like,
a lot of sad stuff, bro.
right. So it's like, I want to steer away from that.
Yeah. All right. Well, no, that's good though. I like the fake outrages though. So I wonder if anybody get canceled, anybody mess up. No, I don't think so. Not this week. Slow news week. All right.
Yeah, not this week. I don't think so.
It's cool. If the people got something, we'll give them the number after the first song. Matter of fact, let's just go on to the first song, and then we'll get this here thing moving because I have to mention this, though. Versus. People have called me and said, am I going to mention versus? And I'm like, well, I don't really think so because, all right, but there is a versus happening. Is it happening today or tomorrow? Let me pull it up. I think I have this, right? Oh my God. What is it? It's not in front of me. They are the next ones, right? Is it today or tomorrow?
I believe it is today.
It's today. Yeah, it's today at, 5 p.m. Pacific. So it's today, 1 hour after we go off here for Black Gold. Today on...
it's going to be between SWV and Escape.
Okay. All right. So, is that exciting? So here's my take on that. Somebody said, are you going to bring up verses? I was like, well, those verses, they've been having those really long ones with Earth, Wind, and Fire, and who was the Earth, Wind, and Fire? And Isley Brothers. Yeah. And of course, the one of my favorite, the Patty and Glass. They went on like 3 hours, right? Because these people have really deep bodies of work. SWV and Escape, I think they're going to be in and out there about 90 minutes.
I definitely enjoyed the E40 and the Too Short. That one was fun.
Okay, and that went on for a good minute, right?
Yeah.
How long they go? Do you think that SWV and Escape have enough catalog to stay on for more than?
I don't even know them.
Wow. Okay. See, I know them
they
better
are
than you.
90s R&B group.
Yes,
that's all I know.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes,
that's
they
all
are.
I know.
That is accurate. But I don't know. Maybe I'm going to take a look at this because I'm just kind of.
I'll have to look at their hits.
I have to look at the discography. You know what I mean? Because as I look at them, I'm thinking, okay, well, they might have about. Generously, I think first of all, obviously SWV has the edge, but I think that between they might have about 7 hits each, like major, you know what I mean? And then there'll be a whole bunch of other ones. I'm not trying to be shady, but honestly, like how long could that really go on? Like you could play all those albums probably and be done in 2 hours. So. All right, we're going to do it when we come back. Let's throw on to the first Mother's Day song, and then we'll invite the community, the village, to storm. This next one is by the man who I always say is keeping all the baritones in business. So let's go on ahead to this Gregory Porter, and we'll get our act together and talk about verses when we come back. I'm happy to be back with you. Happy to be back with you. Mother's Day weekend on Black Gold.
Listen and gather round me, children of a mother whose life lifted up love. Listen and gather round me, children of a mother whose life lifted up peace. A mother who taught all of her children to love and be loved by each other. Hold your sister's hand as she walks across life and look out for each other. Carry your brother's load, don't you ever, ever betray him. Go to the store, buy grandmama a pound of love. Listen, gather round me, children of a mother whose life lifted up joy. Listen, gather round me, children of a mother whose life lifted up hope. A mother who taught all of her children to love and be loved by each other. sail. Children of a mother whose life lifted up love. Listen, gather around me, children. Children of a mother whose life lifted up hope. A mother who taught all of her children to love and be loved by each other. Hold your baby sister's hand as she walks across life and look out for each other. Carry your brother's load. Don't you ever, ever betray him. Go to the store, buy grandmama a pound of love. Oh, listen, gather round me, children, children of a mother whose life lifted up joy. Listen, gather round me, children, children of a mother whose life lifted up peace. A mother who taught all of the children to love and be loved by each other. Hold your sister's hand as she walks across life and look out for each other. Carry your brother low, don't you ever, ever betray him. Go to the store, buy grandmama a pound of love. Listen, 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 listen. Whoa,
Yes. That's called Mother's Song, y'all.
of a mother
Okay, you got that. Good move.
whose life lifted up me.
Happy Mother's Day, y'all. That would be the man who's keeping all the baritones in business, like I always say. That's my dude, Gregory Porter. That's called Mother's Song, and it's from his studio album called Be Good, released in 2012. Real good record. Is that his debut record? No, it's his second record. Be Good from 2012, Gregory Porter, Mother's Song. All right, y'all. So we're going to invite the Barbarians to crash the gate. If there's someone who wants to send a song to your mama, pick out a song that got the word mama in it, or a song about a mama or something like that, I'll allow you to do some processing of yourself over there, Mr. Man. Okay. But the number to call us is 310-910-9676, extension 1. Call us, tell us what you want to hear. Send a shout out to your mama. As a matter of fact, it could just be a song that your mama like, right? As long as it's, not death metal or hardcore gangster rap, because we're trying to keep, this Mother's Day in a certain kind of place. So, yeah, but we'll open up the phones if you want to call and join the Mother's Day celebration. 310-910-9676. Rashid, fun fact, do you know the origins of the Mother's Day holiday? Don't try to act like it.
Actually, no, I don't.
Right. If you had to guess how old or approximately when Mother's Day became a thing, what would you guess?
I would say probably 1970.
I said 1970?
Yeah.
That's good. 1908, my dude.
Oh, wow.
1908. He was reaching way back, y'all. He was like, about as far back as the 70s?
Okay, 1908.
1908.
But then when the Father's Day come in?
See, I'm gonna have to look that up when the song is playing, because I got the Mother's Day research in front of me. I don't even know when Father's Day is. Do you know when it is? When is it?
It's the second week of June.
June. Yeah. That would have been my guess, but it would have been just a guess. All right, Mother's Day originated in 1908. They give an awful lot of credit for the beginning of Mother's Day to a woman named Anna Jarvis from Pennsylvania someplace. But 1908 was the very first Mother's Day, and it became a sort of a ratified national holiday in 1960. Well, kind of close. Well, no, actually, she used the Mother's Day. No, that's about Coretta Scott King. 1908. That's your date. Full stop. And so we're back to celebrate Mother's Day, and with the Mother's Day songs. Where's this rundown, brother? Where's it at? Okay. All right. So there's one that was kind of, I don't know if we're going to go back into the historical perspective. We should also want to check those YouTube requests. But if we want to go into like historical perspective or black music canon, I tried to go back as far back as early as I could to find one of those mama songs, right? Like I know that y'all are waiting for one in particular, and it's coming. And then there's one from Boyz II Men I know y'all waiting for, and it's coming. But it was actually kind of fun to survey this. So the furthest one back that I could find, you ready for me, Rashid?
Go for it.
Which one you think would be? Now, it's well, that would be the Shirelles, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to play it, if you're ready to play it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. And then we'll talk about it, But yeah, Mama Said would be the song from the Shirelles from April 1961. This is the Shirelles with Mama Said.
Mama said there'll be days like this, there'll be days like this. Mama said, Mama said, Mama said, Mama said there'll be days like this, there'll be days like this. My mama said, Mama said, Mama said. I went walking the other day and everything was going fine. I met a little boy named Billy Joe, and then I almost lost my mind. Mama said there'll be days like this, there'll be days like this. My mama said, Mama said there'll be days
So that's from 1961, right? That's not too far back in history. But let's go on ahead, Rushy. Let's go on ahead and give the people the one that they're expecting, right? So turn it up. Here's the number one Mother's Day song of all time for the black family. This would be The Intruders with I'll Always Love My Mama. So don't call me asking for this one, but if you got something deeper, call me 310-910-9676, extension 1. Hey.
Just to buy me a new pair of shoes. I never understood how Mama made it through the week when she never ever got a good night's sleep. Oh, she's one of a kind. You've got yours and I've got mine. Oh, hey mama, my heart belongs to you.
Favorite girl.
You only get one, yeah.
I'll always love my mama. She born me in this world.
A mother's love is so special. It's something that you can't describe. It's the kind of love that stays with you until the day you die. She taught me little things like saying hello and thank you please while scrubbing those floors on her bending knees. Oh, she's one of a kind. You've got yours and I've got mine. Oh, hey mama, my heart belongs to you. Yeah.
I'll always love my mama.
Yeah.
She's my favorite girl.
Only get one, you only get one, yeah.
I'll always love my mama. She born me in this world.
I'm talking about mama.
I'll always love my mama.
Sweet old mama.
I'll always love my
Used to
mama.
scrub the floor
I'll always love my
on her
mama.
hands and knees.
I'll always love my
Used to get a little rough sometimes.
I'll always love my mama.
Oh, mama.
I'll always love my mama.
Hey, sweet old mama.
I'll always love my
Said I love you, I love you, mama.
I'll always love my mama.
Hey, yeah.
Hey Phil,
What?
you remember when we used to gang walk, baby?
Man, was we crazy?
Yeah, man, we met the other fellas, Little Sonny, and drinking that wine. Remember the schoolyard days?
Yeah. We had to take you home, man. You were out of it,
Oh,
man.
better day, Lord have mercy.
Hey, but listen.
Yeah.
Remember when we used to run around there, steal the hubcaps off the cars?
What you talking about, in batteries?
We lucky we ain't get busted, man.
Listen, then I say, here comes the fun.
Hey, Bird, what color was you from in the day?
That tender line.
Oh, man. Oh, man. But dig this here. Yeah. Now, see, when all that gang war was going on, I'll tell you one thing that I never forget.
Hey, what's that?
See, when I got home, first thing I would hear is,
What?
Bill,
Yeah.
where you been, boy?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's mom.
I said I was out with Sonny Bird and Lil Sonny.
Put it all on us.
I had to put it on somebody.
Hey, Phil, what your mama say?
She said, boy, now I'm gonna tell you.
What?
You know you getting big now.
Yeah.
You gotta watch the things that you doing out in that street.
Right. And you go to jail.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. Mama wasn't wrong.
No. But what about Pop? Oh, we ain't talking about Pop.
No, man. Pop was
all right.
Pop was hanging out, you know.
Hanging out. I think Pop was drinking more wine than we used to drink. I know my Pop did.
Yeah.
My Pop hung right over with you, boy.
Yeah.
Stay out all night, come home, clothes all wrinkled up, lint balls all on them. Hey, Sonny, I remember your mom used to cook them good home-cooked biscuits, baby. Mr. Green?
Oh, man. Boy, your mama sure cooked her.
She's my baby, man.
All right. From the Philly Soul Canon. Now, y'all can't call me asking for that one. From 1973, the single by The Intruders from the album Save the Children. I'll always love my mama. What did that do on the charts? It did okay. It was number 36 on the pop charts, number 6 on the R&B charts in the summer of 1973, Summer Jam. And it was recorded as a long LP track and broken down into a parts 1 and 2 for the single release. And that was both parts we just gave you. Written by Gamble and Huff, single by The Intruders, I'll Always Love My Mama. So we've played that one. Thank you to everybody. I see some new folks have joined us on YouTube because the text went out for our new community, right? Because I don't know how to use it, right? So so I set it up for the old Showtime, not the new Showtime. Thank you for those of you who've just joined us. And for those of you who just joined us, so that you don't, let's just kind of backtrack what we had here. We had The Intruders, I'll Always Love My Mama. Before that, we had Mama Said by the Shirelles. Mama Said by the Shirelles went to number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on the Billboard R&B charts. And prior to that, we had, of course, Gregory Porter's Mother's Song. So if you want to call and ask for a song for your mama, about your mama, no, a song for mothers, a song about mothers, a song that your mama like, or a song that just has the word mama in it, we've opened up the phone lines. Give me a call. I want to talk to some people. You know, I wasn't here last week. Somebody need to call me. I'm lonely. YouTube 310-910-9676 extension 1. But moving on, this is a fairly decent survey of mama songs in the Black Soul canon, and this is one by the Temptations. All right, so just gonna go ahead and keep blowing through them as we celebrate Mother's Day. I guess I'm gonna ask you some questions because they're not calling, right? So put your thinking cap on. No. Okay. Right now we'll do this one though. The Temptations. Oh, Mother of Mine on Mother's Day weekend, Black Gold.
Mother, oh mother of mine, I've been blind. The trying to be it. I really paid it no mind. Oh please, forgive me. Yes, I know I was wrong. But now I know that my place is at home. Can't you see I've been crying out? Oh, so dying. I need your advice, mama. Yeah. I'm gonna do it each and every day. I'm gonna be a man. Yes, I am. Now that I understand, I'm not gonna be no fool no more. Yeah, because you told me so. Like it was. Oh, mama.
think of the Temptations. That's "Oh Mother of Mine" by the Temptations. I know that's not one of the first ones you think. That's relatively early Temptations from the album Meet the Temptations in 1964. That's "Oh Mother of Mine." Was that one a hit? Let me take a look at that. How did that one do right now? Not too much. Not too much. No, not so much. But it was actually. How did it do? I'm pulling it up. Yeah, it released a Miracle Sale. It was released January 1961. No charts. So it's Mother's Day, and hopefully it gets played at least on Mother's Day since 1961, since it came out. So all right now, Rashid, you got any plans for Mother's Day?
I know that so far my main plan one is going to be here. But
Here in the studio?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm gonna be working here, so honestly, I've already given my mother what she wanted.
Okay.
For
ahead
her,
of time.
Yeah. For her Mother's Day, like she wanted me to pay for her to get her hair done. So I'm like, okay, like
simple enough.
Like simple and clean.
That's right. Happy birthday. Oh my goodness. Happy Mother's Day, Miss Roz. We love you here at Accelerated Radio. Thank you for blessing us with the guy that Glenn so affectionately refers to as ENG, the sort of core. But I actually found a list of the research turned up a list of the worst Mother's Day gifts you could give somebody. So if you're out there running around, this is the list of what people do not want or what moms do not want on Mother's Day, according to fatherly.com. Okay. So I guess the fathers blew this, right? Number one, they really do not want mugs. And i.e., on Mother's Day, someone got a dumb mug for, world's best mom. This one says, "I sleep with the boss." Don't get them cutesy little mugs that they don't want no mugs.
Okay, hold on.
You want me to read it? Here goes. Quote, KC38 from Tennessee says, "I work for my husband's company. I work for my husband's company. He's the boss and I deal with client relations and retention. On Mother's Day, he got his wife/employee a mug that said, 'I sleep with the boss.'" Casey said, "I just rolled my eyes. Like, seriously? What am I supposed to do with that?"
That is definitely a very inappropriate mug.
I'm just saying. I'm just passing on the wisdom. I don't make the news.
You can give them a mug, but don't say that.
Don't give any mugs with breasts on them, or don't give a mug that you think is cute to the mother. That's what it is. Okay. If you think it's corny, it's probably exactly what she wants. Don't give him a mug that you think is funny. All right, next.
That mug right there that he gave, that's a literal sleep on the couch moment.
Okay, yeah, another one. Okay, so another one. If you decide that you are going to maybe take your wife, because apparently this story from Erin, age 40 from Florida, if you're going to take your wife on a cruise or a boat ride or something like that, do not make sure that you get a cabin for Mother's Day that has windows. Because Erin's got beef, and I quote, "My husband and I are good friends with another couple who also have kids, so both the husbands plotted to get cruise tickets one year for Mother's Day. They said they got a great deal, and they were so excited, and then we went on the cruise, and it turns out that the tickets were such a great deal because the rooms had no portholes, which basically meant we were enclosed in 4 walls on the inside of the ship. It felt like we were in storage. We made the best of it, but definitely let them hear about it when we got back." So,
oh God,
if you are going to book a Mother's Day cruise,
oh my God,
include windows.
I'm worried about how much they actually paid for it, because they got it on a great deal. A great deal for me sounds like it's like $50 a ticket.
So I'm trying to tell you now, windows would, man. Listen, all right, I'm moving to makeup. Holly, 37 from Ohio, do not buy makeup because you don't know how to buy the makeup. This is where I think this is going. Would you attempt to buy makeup? Oh, let me get my mom some makeup, right?
Actually, if I can, here's the funny thing about that. Here's a funny thing.
I'm listening.
Because if I get a makeup, if I can, a gift basket.
Yeah. Well, you re-gift it.
No, because like this is something that has already been made, and I just purchased that. Give it to my mother because I know that this is a kit that I know that she will use. But it's like you have to be very careful about this. About the makeup that is bought because certain brands can actually
make you break out.
Right. And I'm gonna take a guess and say that's what happened.
This is a situation here from Holly in Ohio. She says basically, makeup is an art and a science. She's very loyal to her favorite products, and she's probably spent a long time finding ones that exactly match her skin tone, skin type, and so on. So unless you really, really know what your wife uses, and her husband did not, don't even bother. So what they did was, what he got didn't work at all. So basically, they just let the kids play with it until it was gone. And fortunately, the kids had a good time with it. So there is that. Another thing, fruit baskets, right? Fruit baskets can be dangerous. According to Tia, 33 from Ohio, her husband sent her a fruit basket to her house so that she would find it when she got home from work, Mother's Day. And she had no idea, so she just went in the house. I wasn't expecting anything, so she didn't notice anything when she got home. So he came in later to talk about, well, did you get it? And she's like, I had no idea what he was talking about. Long story short, the guy dropped it off in the back of the house. Why? Who knows? But they found it, and it was about half eaten because the animals got to it and the flies were all over it, and voila. So no surprise, fruit baskets, because people... That's just half the list. Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna have a delivery for a fruit basket,
tell somebody, or make sure they're home,
or go pick it up yourself and bring it.
It's like, oh, it's a surprise. So basically, gentlemen, don't do whatever your first instinct is that you think would be really cool. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I think tried and true, you know what I mean? Dinners and all of that stuff, when they don't have to cook, because it's Mother's Day, right? And these people who are mothers, this isn't Valentine's Day, it's Mother's Day. So, just keep it simple, bro. Keep it simple. I got Mother's Day music for you. Who's next?
We got this song right here.
Hey, y'all know, turn it up. This would be Tupac on Black Gold with Dear Mama. We want you to call us 310-910-9676. Come on.
I had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. Though back at the time, I never thought I'd see her face. Ain't a woman alive that could take my mama's place. Suspended from school, I'm scared to go home. I was a fool with the big boys breaking all the rules. Shed tears with my baby sister. Over the years, we was poor than other little kids. And even though we had different daddies, the same drama when things went wrong, we blame mama. I reminisce on the stress I caused. It was hell, hugging on my mama from a jail cell. And who thinking elementary? Hey, I see the penitentiary one day. Running from the police, that's right. Mama catch me, put a whooping to my backside. And even as a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen, mama. I finally understand, for a woman it ain't easy trying to raise a man. You always was committed, a poor single mother on welfare. Tell me how you did it, there's no way I can pay you back. But the plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you, sweet
Dear mama,
place no one above you,
you all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you?
Now ain't nobody tell us it was fair. No love for my daddy cause the coward wasn't there. He passed away and I didn't cry, cause my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger. They say I'm wrong and I'm heartless, but all along I was looking for a father, he was gone. I hung around with the thugs, and even though they sold drugs, they showed a young brother love. I moved out and started really hanging. I needed money of my own, so I started slanging. I ain't guilty cause even though I sell rocks, it feels good putting money in your mailbox. I love paying rent when the rent's due. I hope you got the diamond necklace that I sent to you. Cause when I was low, you was there for me. You never left me alone because you cared for me. And I can see you coming home after work late. You're in the kitchen trying to fix us a hot plate. Just working with the scraps you was given. And mama made miracles every Thanksgiving. But now the road got rough, you're alone. trying to raise two bad kids on your own. And there's no way I can pay you back. But my plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you, sweet
And dear mama,
place no one above you, sweet
you all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you?
Pour out some liquor and I reminisce. Cause through the drama I can always depend on my mama. And when it seems that I'm hopeless, you say the words that can get me back in focus. When I was sick as a little kid, to keep me happy there's no limit to the things you did. And all my childhood memories are full of all the sweet things you did for me. And even though I act crazy, I gotta thank the Lord that you made me. There are no words that can express how I feel. You never kept a secret, always stayed real. And I appreciate how you raised me, and all the extra love that you gave me. I wish I could take the pain away. If you can make it through the night, there's a brighter day. Everything will be alright if you hold on. It's a struggle every day, gotta roll on. And there's no way I can pay you back. But my plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you, sweet
Dear mama,
place no one above you, sweet
you all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you, sweet
And dear mama, dear mama.
That would be, y'all know that one. That would be Dear Mama, Mr. Shakur, Tupac Shakur.
Yes.
Yes. All right. They're talking to me on the
Hi,
line.
Black Gold.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey,
Happy Mother's
beloved.
Day to moms out there. How are ya?
Everything's wonderful here. All is well and getting better. How about yourself? You sound upbeat.
Everything is good. No, everything's good. I'm just, hanging out with, my friend and her kids. Pre-Mother's Day stuff. Just relaxing for the weekend.
Okay. All right. What?
Pretty much.
You're a mother yourself, correct?
Yes, I am.
So you got any surprises so far? Because Rashid has already blessed his mama with the presentation, the presentation of the presentations, the presenting. Yes.
My son tends to do it on the day. So
on the day. All right.
On the day.
Because I heard Glenn in here. Was Glenn in here beefing? Was that Glenn in here beefing about? Was it him? I don't know. Mother's Day weekend and Father's Day is just a day. Was that in the studio?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
I know I heard somebody beefing.
Yes, that was Glenn and Crystal, and then Crystal was trying to get on me on my use of the word "a perfect world."
I enjoyed that part of the conversation. I was about to call in, but you said what I said. In a perfect world, we wouldn't be working. I heard that. I was getting out the shower.
I said, until he gets stitches, he only get a day.
I'll make sure we send him the clip.
Let him know. Okay,
Glenn.
so,
Okay.
Yeah, a tie and a day. All right. So we have contractions. We being late for like 3 days a week. No. So yeah, it's Mother's Day weekend. Glenn, a weekend.
Okay.
Okay.
Full stop. All right. Come make sure we get that to the brother. And, we got to do this cross-pollination with I Am Spoiler. We got to just go ahead and get me in the studio. But I can't get here early enough. Anyway, you have a Mother's Day request, or what you got on Mother's Day?
I'm not sure, because the one that I like the most you just played by Tupac. So, you can play Boys to Men. Mama from Soul Food, which is I think my favorite Mother's Day movie.
Really?
It was pretty good.
The song itself is it's a real sweet song. You know what I mean? I like me some Begging Boys to Men, but
I think what the name of that song is called, A Song from Mama.
Yeah. But don't nobody call it that. People just go Mama. That's what it's called.
Exactly.
That's what
Mama, I love you.
That's what it's called. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you. Hang back though. Hang in there with us, because we're almost at the top of the hour, and I want to make sure you stick around for this Oleta Adams, okay? Because we're gonna rain love on Oleta Adams, okay?
Yeah.
So
that song came out, and we all saying that. They all saying that to their baby.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
My sister played that song like 20 times. I was like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, that's definitely a mom song.
You had to know that we brought in that Boys to Men. The question was it going to go in my order or their order? So we give the people what they want. We go in your order. Make sure we do it for you.
All right. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you for calling. I was getting lonely up in here. Thank you for calling.
All right.
Appreciate you. Take it easy. She asked, we deliver. Song for Mama by Boys to Men on Black Gold.
soul. Oh, yeah. You are the food to my soul.
All right, for the love. I mean, yes, very good. It would not be Mother's Day without that one. All right, from Soul Food Soundtrack, we give the people what they want, Mama. Now, let's wake this bad boy up with a slightly different parenting style, as it were. So the Mama from Stevie Wonder's I Wish has a little bit different vibe about her. She's the one that's, hey, just listen to the lyrics. From Natural Wonder, this one was released around, I don't know, 99, 2000. I Wish by Stevie Wonder, Black Gold.
Back on when I was a little nappy-headed boy. And my only worry was for Christmas what would be my toy. Even though we sometimes would not get a thing, we were happy with the joy that they would bring. Sneaking out the back to hang out with those school-love friends of mine. Ooh. Reading at the back was what I told you not to go outside. Yeah, yeah. Trying your best to bring the water to your eyes, thinking it might stop from whipping you behind. I wish those days could come back once more, but if those days ever have to come, I wish those days could come back once more, but if those days ever have to come, 'cause I love them so. Brother said he's lonely, aren't you playing doctor with that girl? Just don't tell her I give you anything you want in this whole wide world. Mama gives you money for Sunday school, good speeches for candy, have the church through, smoking cigarettes and writing something nasty on the wall. Teachers send you to the principal's office down the hall. I can't believe it. You go up and learn that kind of thing right. But while you were doing it and jumping out of sight, I wish those days could come back once more. What if those days ever have to come? I wish those days could come back once more. What if those days ever have to come? What you say?
Hey, hey, hey. All right. That's I Wish by Stevie Wonder. Let him drain it. All right, that's it. It actually does end like that. All right, so that's I Wish. That's from the live album called Natural Wonder, released around 99, 2000 or so. But the original tune is from, of course, if you don't know this, then hey, we got a problem. Songs in the Key of Life from November 1976. And this one was a big hit for Stevie. Number one on the soul charts, number one on the Cashbox chart, number one on the Billboard Hot 100, number one, I Wish. Stevie Wonder from November 1976. So, moving right along, so we're going to finish up this SWV and Escape discussion. What do we resolve on that? Basically, we resolved that you pretty much agree with me, right? Yeah.
Oh my God! I do not want any slack or hate coming to our doorstep. But at the end of the day,
I'll make the point.
You have SWV who has 18 hits. Only a couple of them
single releases.
Sorry, 18 single releases, and only probably like 3 or 4 that have hit the top 10.
Top 10, yeah.
Escape, I think, has less than that.
Let's look at it. I got Escape here. Escape has had, okay, first of all, 3 studio albums released total between 1993 and 1998. So it's been 20 years since the last studio album by Escape. And of those 3 studio albums, they've had I can count this a bunch of single releases, but really the only ones that went to the top 10 were Just Kicking It, Understanding, and Who Can I Run To, and the other one, The Arms of the One Who Loves You. My Little Secret grazed at number 9 on a top 100. But basically, these are not very, very deep catalogs, is the point. So I think that the idea that basically it might be a somewhat truncated or abbreviated verses could in fact be the way it goes down. That's just one man's opinion. You know, you can call me and fight with me about it. 310-910-9676 extension 1. They say, okay, invite the controversy. So you can do it if you like. But yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty brief show. I think they'll be in and out of there in about 90 minutes. And that's that.
Yeah, it'll probably even last like an hour.
Yo, you are playing it so safe. You're like, I'm not getting in this. You're really, yeah.
I know the DJs there, they're gonna be having themselves a good time. But yeah, that verse is
I think it's kind of lightweight, kind of a little bit thin in terms of.
It sounds like it should be an appetizer for something bigger.
Like an opening act versus for bigger verses, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I can go with that. Well, all right. So we're at the top of the hour. Actually, about 6 minutes past the top of the hour. So thank y'all for hanging out with us this long. Got a little bit more Mother's Day to drain, but we will once again, because this is a public service that's happening right here. If you want to share a Mother's Day tune, send something that your mama just likes or something like that. I'll say the number one more time: 310-910-9676. So I found this song by CeCe Winans, and yeah, it's a nice one. So these are 2 songs actually. I'm about to play 2 mama songs. We'll do them back to back, bro. And I don't know either one of them, but I heard a little bit of the CeCe Winans, and that sounds good. And this next one, Anthony Hamilton, I don't really know that one either. But let's just run it back to back and let this thing breathe. And if the people want to call and add to our show, then we'll keep it moving. But it's Mother's Day weekend 2021 on Black Gold. CeCe Winans, Mama's Kitchen.
I remember Saturdays helping Mama in the kitchen. Conversations, frying, baking, and passing down the wisdom. She said, baby girl, you're a queen, and this is how you should be treated. Words she washed with tears and planted in my soul. Can we just go back to the simple kind of living? Can we just go back and maybe start from the beginning? Back to better days when love was for the giving. Can we just go back to the way we were? Mama said there was a time when brothers were each other's keepers. Sisters held each other close till there was nothing left between them. Back when a song was a song, you could sing along, didn't matter how long, just as long as it spoke to you, sung to you. Do you know what I mean? Just go back, simple kind of living. Can we just go back and maybe stop me just go back to the way we were.
Nice discovery. CeCe Winans' Mama's Kitchen. I want to listen to this one too. This next one's by Anthony Hamilton, and he calls this one Mama Knew Love on Black Gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Anthony Hamilton in the house tonight. He just came from off tour. He got a little something he wanna say.
I know you love me. I can tell by the way that you kiss me, tight when you hug me. Took me to school the very first day, gave me a piece of butterscotch, sent me on my way. I know it's frightening, I can tell by the pain in your eyes when the rent was late again. Too strong to fold, being on your own. Lord bless her soul. Mama knows love. Mama do love like the back road. Used to fall asleep daily in the work. Mama swear you never have to worry again. Mama, I swear you never have to worry, no, no. Mama do love like the back street. Used to wipe feet just to make the ends meet. Oh, no. Mama swear you never have to worry again. Up bright and early, scrambled eggs, swelling in your legs, bills on the bed. Still you managed to show me a smile, then walk to work about 2 or 3 miles. Mom, I'm gonna struggle with you. I'm gonna help you see the bigger picture. You gave me something no one can take away. You make it so easy to say I love you, mama. Mama knew love like a mama knew love. Used to fall asleep daily in the work every day. Mama swear you never have to worry again. You never have to worry again. Mama love you, yeah. Mama knew love like mama knew love. Used to wipe feet just to make the ends meet. Mama swear you never have to worry again. Oh no, no. Mama knew love. See, mama knew love. She gave me love. Crazy love. Crazy love. Crazy love. So much love. Mama knew love. Mama knew love. Crazy love. She gave me love. She gave me crazy. She gave me so much love. Mama. Mama knew love like a back road. Used to fall asleep daily in the work. Mama swear you never have to worry again. I swear, mama don't have to worry. Mama knew love like the back streets. Used to wipe feet just to make the ends meet. Mama swear you never have to worry again. Mama knew love like the back road. Used to fall asleep daily in the work. Mama knew love. Mama swear you never have to worry again. She gave me love. Mama knew love like the back streets. Used to wipe feet just to make the ends meet. Mama swear you never have to worry again.
All right. Okay, so I missed it. It's a familiar one for everybody but me, you know. Apparently I missed it. All right, but that's Mama Knew Love. So to wind up our Mother's Day, I guess this is one that's more about the child than the mama, right? But yeah, she'll speak for herself. Go ahead.
This one. Billie Holiday wrote this one. You can't get much closer to her than that. Them that's got shall get, them that's not shall lose. For the Bible said, and it still is news. Mama may have, oh, and Papa may have. God bless the child that's got his own
the bread and such. You can help yourself, but darling, don't you take too much. Mama may have, oh, and Papa may have. God bless the child who's got his own, has got his own. Money you've got lots of friends running around your door. And when it's gone and you're spending names, they don't come around no more. No. Yes, the strong gets more. Oh, the weak ones fade. Empty pockets don't ever make the grave. Mama may have, oh, and Papa may have. God bless the child who's got his own, has got his own, has got his own. Father, won't you bless the child that's got his own, little bitty baby? Won't you bless the child? God bless the child that's got his own. Yeah.
God bless Mama and God bless the child. So saith Oleta Adams. So guess whose birthday was just last week, by the way? Apparently it was Miss Oleta's birthday on May 4th. So we're going to spend the rest of the show celebrating Miss Oleta Adams because this is one of my absolute favorite voices in the world. So Miss Oleta Adams, we celebrate you. Born May 4th, 1953. Now, I want to say that according to Wikipedia, Oleta Adams was born May 4th, 1953. We don't know if that is, apparently that's not the correct age. Oleta Adams' age is very, very, very hard to pin down. She's like Benjamin Button. She seems to age backwards. She looks phenomenal. And yeah, so we don't know if that's, but I'm going to read it because it says born May 4th, 1953. Could have been 1963. Who knows? Oleta Adams is an American singer and pianist. She found some limited successes during the early 80s before the real explosion happened. She gained fame via her contributions to Tears for Fears album called The Seeds of Love, and that led to the debut album that made her a star, Circle of One, in 1991. Miss Oleta Adams was discovered by, she was raised in Yakima, Washington. She was the child. Oh my God. We're going to start this all over again, ladies and gentlemen. Oleta Adams was raised the daughter of a preacher, and was raised listening to gospel music in Yakima, Washington. In her youth, her family moved there to Yakima, which is sometimes referred to as the place of her birth, and she was kind of a musical star in the local scene up there. there in the high Pacific Northwest. Before gaining her opportunity to perform, Oleta faced a lot of rejection. In the 70s, she moved to Los Angeles where she recorded a demo tape. However, many music executives really just did not know what to do with her. It was the time of disco. She linked up with the singing coach by the name of Lee Farrell, and on Lee Farrell's advice, she moved to Kansas City, where she really honed her craft in gigs such as hotels and convention centers and so forth. She started a career in the early 80s with 2 self-financed albums, which had limited success. Even in 1984, she managed to sing the national anthem prior to Game 2 of the 1984 American League Championship Series. But it was 1985 that things changed for Oleta. She was discovered in the hotels, in the lounges in Kansas City by Roland Orzabal and Kurt Smith, who were founders of the English band Tears for Fears. And they were on a U.S. tour. 2 years later, they contacted her to invite her to join their band as a singer and pianist on their next album, which was called The Seeds of Love. In 1989, that album was released, and the single called Woman in Chains, sung as a duet by Roland Orzabal and Oleta Adams with Phil Collins on drums, became her first hit. Oleta embarked on a world tour with Tears for Fears in 1990, performing by herself as the opening act and remaining on stage throughout Tears for Fears' set, where she would provide piano and vocals. So following that tour, she was offered a recording contract by Tears for Fears label in the UK called Fontana Records. That restarted her solo career, assisted by Roland, who co-produced the album, and this was the title track from that album, and it is called, from 1990, we celebrate Oleta Adams with this one, Circle of One. Here we go.
When you came in my life, like a story in some fairy tale, and my heart gave a warning, and it stopped for a moment, and I thought I would never get well. Was it poison or passion and action or love running away with me? I could fight it or hide in your hate and your love until you could set me free. I was caught in the middle of a broken and a hard place, and I needed a soft place to fall. Then you showed me the reason to rely on my feelings. I had nothing to fear at all. I'll never go back to that circle of one, that circle of loneliness. I'll never go back to that circle of one. I was looking for some way to escape to a new life, far away from this merry-go-round. Then you set us in motion with your love and devotion, and I hope that we never come round. I'll never go back to that circle of one, that circle of loneliness. I'll never go back to that circle of one, that circle of emptiness, baby. I'll never go back to
Hey, Oleta Adams from 1990. That's the title track from the first record. That's Oleta Adams, baby. Circle of One. You know, fun fact, Rashid. The year was 1994. And Oleta Adams was actually I was a student at Berklee College of Music, and I actually got a chance to sing behind Oleta Adams on that tune and a couple of other tunes. There's nothing quite like standing on stage with Oleta Adams.
I was 2.
Yeah, so, and don't I look good? All right, so I'm just saying, the answer would be?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just make it, hey, don't leave me hanging.
Oh, definitely. Like, you still.
I was standing up there. Let me tell you something. I'll send you pictures from that. As a matter of fact, there's probably a nice image from that night. And I had just shoulder-length hair with shells in it. I was quite a sight when you were 2 years old. My dude.
I mean, black don't crack, especially if you take care of yourself.
Hello, drink that water, brother.
But if you don't take care of yourself, black definitely do crack.
I've seen it. You know what I mean? I've seen it crack over the course of a year. So, anyway, all right, Circle of One. That's Circle. I love that, man. Circle of One how did that one do? On the tracks, it did actually better in the UK. I know that than it did in the US. So it did number 20 on the Billboard 200, powered, of course, by what's playing behind me, Get Here. It actually did number 11 on the US R&B charts, but on the UK albums chart, number 1 with a bullet, baby, 1991, Circle of One. After that, the second record is, I would have to say, my favorite record, my favorite album by Oleta Adams. And the album was called Evolution. It was released on July 26, 1993. Just really, 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 really sort of high artistry. Talk about the album's performance. The album didn't do quite as well, chart performance as Circle of One did. In the UK, Circle of One was number 1, but Evolution was number 10, and it did number 67 on the Billboard 200, number 20 R&B hip hop as charts here in the US. So the song that I want to choose to celebrate Oleta's birthday. Now, if we have any Oleta fans out there, what are the odds, right? But we have any Oleta fans who know this body of work, call me and tell me what you like. 310-910-9676, extension 1. But in the meantime, I guess we just have to play what I like. And from Evolution, the one is, let me set the scene for you. Okay, this is one of those songs that you think about, right? When you're in love with the one that doesn't necessarily look good on paper, right? Everybody thinks you should be with the one that's got the career and the Jaguar or whatever the world it is, whatever it is, you know what I mean? And then there's the other one, the one that you really like, right? That doesn't look too good on paper, doesn't have all the stuff, but your heart won't lie. And neither will Oleta. So that's what this one's all about. From Evolution, 1993. This is My Heart Won't Lie. Happy birthday, Oleta Adams, on Black Gold.
Say we look good together. In their eyes, you're my ideal. You've got so many things going for you, but there's one thing that can't be concealed. When we're alone, I can't feel emotion that'll bring me close to you. I don't know why, but I've got the strangest notion that it's not that easy to do. but I think I've just realized somewhere inside is a hidden treasure, and someone who holds the key. Everyone told me that I could do much better. They said he's not the one for me. My heart won't lie. It's no good to even try. Don't ask me why, my baby. My heart won't lie. No, my heart won't lie. It's no good to even try. Don't ask me why. No, 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 no. 'Cause my heart won't lie.
That's the lead song from 1993's album Evolution. I mean, my goodness, my heart won't lie. Okay, so from Evolution, there was the lead single, I Just Had to Hear Your Voice, that's actually playing behind me. It peaked at number 42 on the UK singles chart, right? Didn't do as much as Get Here did. That was the single, but it's just a phenomenal single. I want to make sure that you can hear that the way it ought to be heard. However, the next one is one I want before we move on from, I guess, Circle of One, right? This is a song that Oleta wrote, and this one was written as a sort of, I don't know, I guess you'd call it an open letter, you know, something that you're saying when you're addressing one person, but you're saying it to the world. Open letter to her preacher daddy, who thought that her career and her life ought to take one turn, right? Perhaps to a more domestic turn or a more, I don't know, one turn, but she decided to take another turn. And she said, Daddy, you may have thought that I was supposed to do this here, this there, but what I've got to do is I've got to sing my song. So, from the album Circle of One, this is a live version of Oleta singing to Daddy with I've Got to Sing My Song. Turn it up on Black Gold.
I know it's late, but I couldn't wait to call you on the phone. It's been a while since I've been home. All of this was my own choice, since the man upstairs has given me this voice. No matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it breaks, I've got to use it or lose it. I just can't stand to refuse the chance to do what I gotta do. I've gotta sing my song, sing the hatred into love, sing a praise to this man above, sing the tears into a smile.
the way, may I say thank you for the love you've shown. All of these years since I've been born, Papa thought I was college bound, and you expected me to settle down, not ignoring what you had in mind. Hitherto upon a sound unkind. Before I give up, I'm gonna live up to the challenge into my pain. I've got to cut loose the anchoring string. Oh, I'm gonna sing my song. All I wanna do is sing hatred into love. Yes, I do. Sing a praise to the man above. Thank you, Lord. Sing this easy to us, yeah. Sing it out, baby. This is all worthwhile. Sing it high, sing it low. Oh, sing on deep within my soul. Sing it loud, make it clear, so everyone can hear. I know you feel the Lord, I'm chosen, make me wrong. Oh no, I wouldn't. I said I need nothing. Let's do that one more time. I'd be no, no, no. Do that for me one more time. I'd be. If I couldn't sing, if I couldn't sing my soul.
Woo! And I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, you might have been 2 years old, but it felt just that good to sing that behind her that night. What a highlight of my young life. Anyway, I did say that I wanted to make sure that you heard I Just Had to Hear Your Voice, the way that Oleta did it live. This is what she did, the version of it that she did with the Metropole Orchestra, right? This really hip orchestra over there in the Netherlands, right? So hip that they have Oleta singing with them. We don't have any orchestras over here that have Oleta singing with them, but I Just Had to Hear Your Voice. This would be the lead single from the Evolution album on Black Gold.
Thought it best that we spend a little time apart, but one night without you is too much for my heart. I know I promised not to call. Sorry, but I didn't have a choice. I just had to hear your voice. I had to know that you're okay. I couldn't get to say this way. Please don't get mad at me, 'cause I really did the best I could. Not I remember, but it didn't do much good. Hung up the phone so many times till I didn't have a choice. I just had to hear your voice. I had to know you're okay. good night.
That was the lead single from the second album. I Just Had to Hear Your Voice, as performed with the Metropole Orchestra. And of course, there's the massive hit, right? There's the one that brought Oleta to the masses, and we've got a live version of that one for you too, from 2017. Also another overseas version from the Lady of Soul, Woman of Soul thing that they do over there. This is Oleta with Get Here on Black Gold.
You can reach me with your mind. You can reach me by camel across the desert like an Arab man. I don't care how you get here. Get here if you can. You can reach me by sailboat. Climb a tree and swing rope to rope. Take a sled and slide down slope to these arms of mine. You can jump on a speedy coat, cross the border in a blaze of hope. I don't care how you get here. Get here if you can. There are hills and mountains between us. All we suck them together.
from the Ladies of Soul Celebration 2017. Oh, God. Oleta Adams. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Oleta Adams. Oleta Adams with Candy Dulfer on saxophone. That was beautiful. All right, we got a song that makes me think of home now. Another live Oleta Adams track. You ready? Ah, yeah. This one was on Evolution as well. And that's the 1993 record Evolution. This is her version featuring the Phil Collins Big Band of Billy Joel's New York State of Mind on Black Gold. Come on.
Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood, hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. But I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. I'm in a New York state of mind. Movie stars, fancy car and limousine. I've been high in the Rockies, under the evergreens. Well, I know what I'm needing, and I don't want to waste more time. I'm in a New York state of mind. It was so easy living day by day, out of touch with the rhythm. state of mind.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. When Billy Joel wrote that song, I bet he ain't know it would end up sounding like that. Hello. Happy birthday, Oleta Adams, with the Phil Collins Big Band. That's from the Poli Jazz Festival from Finland. Hey, all right. So we got a few more minutes. I want to make sure that we end it the right way. I want to appreciate you joining us for this Mother's Day special and for showing some love on Oleta Adams. Nobody does it better than Oleta Adams. And this is David Sanborn and Oleta saying it as only they can. Happy birthday, Oleta, one more time.
Nobody does it better. Makes me feel sad for the rest. Nobody does it half as good as you. Baby, you're the best. I wasn't looking, but somehow you found me. I tried to hide from your love light, like heaven above me. The spy who loved me is keeping all my secrets safe tonight. When you hold me, whenever you hold me, there's some kind of magic inside you that keeps me from running, but just keeping going. Oh, you learn to do the things you do. 'Cause nobody does it better. Makes me feel sad for the rest. Nobody does it half as good as you. Baby, 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 baby. Darling, you're the best. Baby, you're the best. Baby, you're the best. You're the best. I don't need nobody else alone. You're my star, yes you are. I don't want nobody else. No, 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 no. Oh, you're number one under the sun, boy.
Hey! Hey! Woo. Happy birthday. All right. Hey, Rashid, run the show, baby. Don't be scared. Happy birthday, Oleta Adams. My God, did that feel good. But this, y'all, this is the point in the show where we want to shout out our community partners or local black businesses who provide material and other support to our show, and by extension, Accelerated Radio Network and Academy. Again, I invite your business to check out radioblackgold.com/sponsors to find out how to be one. As always, Kevin Nash, wherever you are, boss man. Thank you, Kevin Nash, the boss man, for giving us the time and the platform. Thank you to our loyal folks over there on YouTube. As always, text Black Gold to 917-809-7145 to stay connected. Thank you as always, Rashid, for holding it down like we do every week. Stay tuned for James the Music Man and Classic Jones. To our loyal and growing audience, you are Black Gold and we love you. See you next week. Bye.
Black gold, black gold. You are black gold. You are black gold, black gold. You are black gold.
Black Gold is a production of King Things LLC, an Accelerated Radio Network, but Rashid is giving me a grief, so we're going to stay tuned for classic jams, because that's what I said the first time, Rashid. Los Angeles, California.